Welcome to another episode of You Can Become, and today I'm going to share with you some of my some of my negative experiences with, I was going to say how it is, psychosis and, broken down relationships. So for me, when I was going through my psychosis episode and I was back, got through the hospital process, and I was getting myself back on track and trying to get myself right. I was, a couple of months into recovery, and my relationship with a person who was very, I loved, at the, meant the world to me. It just broken down, and it sort of like, boom, it hit me. I was like, brick in the face. I thought, how can I lose my mind and my heart at the same time? You know what I mean? It was a difficult place to go through, and that's probably possibly been one of the most mentally challenging things I've also been through, is a breaking down in a relationship, and it was painful. It was painful, and it's hard to unless people who've been through breakups and who have not gone through a mental trauma/crisis at the same time. It's difficult. It's really difficult because you lose a part of yourself when you lose a relationship, because all you ever known is that person, and it becomes a part of your identity, and it gives you, especially when your relationship gives you a lot of purpose as well, because all you want to do is make that person, happy. You want them to, be the best can be. You've got a lot of care for them, and they just become like a part of your world. So I was like, whoa, hit by this big, brick, and after a while I started getting, trying to just get through it like you normally do. You're just trying to crack on and do the best you can do with what you have. And she was still there for me. She supported me going through these different challenges I was facing. And we're still friends. We're still friends now, and she sees that I'm on the right path, and she's on another journey in her life, and there's nothing wrong with what's happened, because everyone's gonna go on a different journey in life, and it's all about who you meet along the way. That's made your time worth your while, isn't it? So now I'm just I'm getting back on track. You can see I'm doing these videos to try and help people. So, I feel like I've got a lot of knowledge and insight, on relationships now, because I've been through like a long-term relationship for a couple of years, and it's broken down, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, because it's a positive, it's been a positive experience in the whole. Me, I turn a negative into a positive, whatever it is, I flip it, but it's been a positive experience because it's made me grow as a person. It's made me realise how short time is. It's made me become like the person I am now. You're more open to share things, more open to, I'm not gonna give away, I'm not like the person to give away all my personal. I'm gonna give you a lot of personal insight, but I'm not gonna start, giving other people's, personal stories away without the permissions or anything like that, because everyone's got ups and downs in relationships. I'm not gonna be like the guy, don't have a relationship, it's stressful. It's not, it's a really, it's a growing experience, because it evolves you and makes you become the best version you can be. So, people who are going through, breakdown in relationships, I know it's hard, but I just want you to know, you can get through it. No matter what you're going through, you can do it. You can get yourself back up and back on track. It's to use this time now, where you got all the time where you're not focusing on another person, just to focus on yourself. Just to get yourself right in your mind, your heart, and your whole spirit as a person. And I will guarantee you will come back on top. Like right now you're going through a difficult time, and I know it's difficult because I've lived it myself. And the best thing what can happen to you at a young age is going through a breakup, because it teaches you so much about life that some people have never been in love. So if you've been in love with someone, that's a brilliant thing, because once that ends, it makes you grow as a person, and it makes you aware that when the next person comes into your life, you've got to be willing to accept it, and be one with who you are. So you've already learned a lot about yourself, so you already know what you want within a person. You know, even though you might, you know, you're still attached to your past and you still want that relationship because it's made you feel connected, you still are connected to that person. You know, then people are only, you know, if, you know, I'm very lucky because, you know, I'm still friends with my, you know, with my past relationship, but it doesn't, you know, I know that everyone's story is different and some people, you know, aren't friends and they have horrible breakups and they're not at a level where they can still be connected. And I know a lot of people disagree with me and say, oh, you can't be friends with your past relationships, you know, you can't have any connection towards them. You know, you can, yeah, I believe you can. And it's you just got to be careful that you're not using it as a negative way and you're not being, you know, not letting it turn you into a negative person and spiral out of control where you can, you know, you be really negative towards yourself. You've just got to be like, right, you know, brilliant part of my life, but now you got to make another part that's brilliant, and you never know what's going to happen to you in life. You just never know where life's going to take you, and I'll tell you, like, you know, you got to use it to, you know, motivate you to be the best you can be. And if you keep continuing to let things motivate you to becoming the best you can be, then you'll realise how strong you are. Like, even though I've been through a lot of trauma, a lot of distress, you know, it made me realise that I am a strong person. I can overcome anything, any mountain, any obstacle. I can, because I've got the skill set now. I've got the emotional intelligence to be able to achieve big things without having to, you know, I don't know, just, fucking hell, what am I doing, mate? I didn't mean to swear them, but, you know, talking about some deep stuff, and when I talk about deep stuff I get passionate, you know what I mean. You probably noticed in another video it's quite, so yeah, I just want to say, if you're going through a tough time, you can overcome it. There is people out there and it's a big world, so just embrace it. Alright, promise? Alright, thanks for your time.